Hold in my hands the SLK Omega Max. So this is a 16-inch paddle with 7.85-inch width. It's got a GC9 Flex dual carbon and fiberglass face. Its grip circumference is 4.25 inches and the handle length is 4.85 inches. And the core is what's called the Rev Core Power Polymer Core. So those of you familiar with the new Power Air from Selkirk, this is supposed to be the same exact type of manufacturing with the same type of foam injection around the edges to make it very, very similar to the Power Air. Let me give you just some of the overall impressions after playing with this. I was very, very surprised. I don't typically like playing with thin paddles. The Power Air is one of the few that I played very well with, you know, the Pro Kinetics, some of the thinner paddles out there, but it's not usually my favorite. And so I'm usually a little bit leery of these paddles, but I gotta say I was pleasantly surprised with the performance of this paddle. I'll say this, is that this comes in at about 7.7 to 8 ounces. And I will say that on the edge hits, when I got way out here at the edge, it would lose some power and a little bit of control. So if I was going to play this, I would probably put lead tape on all 4 corners of this just to stabilize the edges a little bit to hold the power, because the whole face is hittable. So you can hit way out here on the edge, where on normal paddles, you can't do that because you hit the lip guard. I would say the balance on this is very, very head neutral. Not head heavy, it's very head neutral, maybe even head light for some people. Love the way the handle feels. It's got great shape and you can feel the bevels on it. So it's easy to change grips in it really quickly to feel the paddles. Obviously comparing it to the Power Air, it feels very similar to the Power Air, very similar to the gearbox that you're used to because of a thin paddle. But I would say that I was very, very surprised with the spin, because once again, very similar to the Power Air, it doesn't feel like it should spin as good as it does. What I love about this paddle even more than that is the price. This paddle is only about 140 bucks, if I'm correct on my pricing. That is way cheaper than the Power Air. So if you want to try the Power Air-like paddle without the hole in it, this paddle will play very similar, a little bit wider. It's not as long as the Invicta, but it's a very similar feeling paddle. The other thing that I was very surprised with is the plow through with this. I could really put the ball away when I hit it. If you look below, you'll see my discount code because I'm sponsored by Selkirk. This is not the reason I'm doing this. I give honest feedback regardless of the paddles I'm touching and regardless of who I'm affiliated with, because that's what you guys expect from me. But if you use my code at the bottom, you will get a gift card in the mail, $30 to $40 gift card, depending on how much you spend with Selkirk. They'll send you a gift card back. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time on the channel.